Hello, and welcome to Grand Prix Darkhand Enterprises. I had to take a moment to remember that one, where we are playing standard Brawl, and specifically I am bringing the Weftheart. I'm not going to be able to do a deck or explain every card in this deck one by one, because that would take a long time. This is a singleton format. So I'm just going to have to. Here we have the Weftheart. The most relevant ability is this -1. You can't see my mouse. The bottom the bottom -1, which basically pods for enchantments, turns enchantments into more expensive enchantments. The main game plan is we are just a ramp value deck. We're not super high on answers. We are just going to try to present bigger and better threats than our opponent. We've kept our opponent waiting long enough, so I'll try to explain cards as they come up. Let's get started. Oh, my life total is already 25 somehow. Thanks, Itai. Let me grab the Weftheart and keep that pulled up on the side so you can read it. Opponent is on Cassia the Carefree. The most relevant here is the -2. The -1 defends Cassia fairly well. She has a lot of loyalty. She's hard to kill. The -3, if they get to the point of acting that, you're usually dead already. The -2 is the scary one. That can double up any of their banishing light effects for additional banishing lights. And I should roll the field first. The 19. I'll be on the play. Okay. So yes, in this matchup, neither of us can kill extremely fast, and neither of us have a ton of answers, so it's going to be kind of a value off. Whoever can spin their value machine the fastest will probably win. This hand, this hand's acceptable. Cash Thrasher can apply some early pressure, which is very nice for keeping Cassia's loyalty down if and when she comes down. Drive the Keen-Eyed is a fine thing to sack to the Weftheart. Don't love having Thraxes in hand. Thraxes is really a card I want to get with Weftheart, and Fireball doesn't have a ton of targets. So I certainly could mulligan this. It would be completely justifiable, but I'm a little afraid. And Thrax is a fine card to cast, especially since I'm going to have 4 lands anyways. So I'll keep this 7. My mana is, not great, because this is a singleton format. So I'm going to be... If I got my colors and I have relevant plays on curve, I'm going to be pretty willing to just let it ride. Opponent does not have a lot of 1-drops in their deck, and they in fact do not have one this game. I play Nessian Wood. Okay, Panic. Panic's a very good card, but is unfortunately another card I really want to get with Weftheart. Okay, choice is Dryad or Cash Thrasher. Just plotting out the next few turns. If I play Cash Thrasher, I'm probably not cracking any memories anytime soon. But also, I can play Dryad next turn just fine. If I don't draw a land. Yeah, and I don't have to play Weftheart on 4 at all. I have another perfectly good 4-drop in hand. I'm going to Cash Thrasher. Applying pressure to the opponent is nice here. I believe Plasma Strike is the one removal spell they could have. If they have it, I am fine. But I'm going to give them Courtesy, Start of Combat, even though I think, yep, there's nothing they can do. This is Cash Thrasher, the promo version. It generates value. Okay. They take the 2. Yes. Cash Thrasher, exactly. And these memory tokens, if they're lying around, Weftheart can turn them into a couple of different ones, although that's not a primary plan. Cash Thrasher also, as I said, it can pressure Cassia loyalty total, which is very useful. Cassia will usually come down to immediately -1 to provide a blocker, and then Cash Thrasher can put her to 3 loyal, put her from 4 loyalty down to 2, if they don't want to chump block with the token, which is potentially useful. Weave Dispatcher is the play. There's also a minor enchantment in their deck, so they have this to make enchantment tokens. Tough Nut. Oh, that's a really good card of Cash Thrasher, isn't it? I am seriously considering playing this forest. If I play this forest, then I can play 2 mana for this forest and then Tough Nut. Like, I prefer to be making a higher tempo play than just crack memory play Tough Nut, but I don't really have access to a higher tempo play. I could play Dryad, but that's not any better on tempo than Tough Nut. Um, yeah, ramping as soon as possible seems good. So it's flags on high. Okay. They take the 2. Play a Tough Nut. Tough Nut, very good. Tough Nut, here it is. It can cast my commander, of course. And it can also crack memory tokens and play cards from under memory. So it's quite good in this situation. Flags on high over here. It's a raise the alarm, but conveniently it is also an enchantment, so I can feed it to the Weftheart to get a 3-drop, usually fabricated anomaly. Opponent. I don't really have anything amazing for them to remove if they were in such a mood. They pay 2 mana for a Highland Guide, which they're gonna presumably pay the one on a Weave Dispatcher for. Yeah, this can also like generate a reasonable amount of value and size. Is the alarm tokens off Weave Dispatcher. Yeah, I wouldn't mind firebolting a Highland Guide right now while I have the chance. I'm probably more afraid of that than Weave Dispatcher. Yeah, next turn I have the option of like play this flags on high, play firebolt, which is like a low tempo option, but I don't really have high tempo options here. Like I can Weftheart, but it's not really any rush to do that. I don't have any enchantments I want. A God Divided. I don't. Yeah, they're not big on artifacts, unfortunately. They have the Smoking Strand. I'd love to hit the Smoking Strand with this, but this probably is going to get fed to the Weftheart to get Koyos, Spear of Karda. I am seriously considering just like grab this Flags on High with Tough Nut, play Firebolt. Like, what's my other option? Dryad? That doesn't. I'm pretty close to 3 Devotion for Dryad, so I'd rather wait. Thraxes, can't cast that. Panic, nothing good to panic. Yeah, I just don't have anything better to do with my life. Yeah, let's grab some soldier tokens. And now if I Weftheart, I'll have something to do immediately. And I'll attack. Getting his early damage could easily be relevant. Grip Festivarium under here. Okay, I'm probably not going to have time to play that one. Shock in Urban Jungle. Firebolt your Highland Guide. Pop that out because I now have a relevant card in my graveyard. End turn. I mean, maybe I play Grip Festivarium. I don't have a land drop lined up next turn. Okay, opponent going to start generating citizen tokens. I don't enormously care. The ground is pretty likely to get clogged up in this matchup. Both of us have a ton of ground creatures, defensively statted ground creatures. So these R1-1s are going to stare at each other for a while, is quite likely. If they play Cassia, they make a 2-2 panic only. Oh, panic hits planeswalkers. I forgot about this. Yeah, I could probably just panic it then. That's good. Good to have. Yeah, or if I draw lands, Thrax's haste, that's another way to deal with Cassia. What I really don't want to let to happen is Cassia, and then let it sit around for a turn so they can -2 and double like a Welkin Eviction or a Gone Pick and one of the Banishing Lights. That's the kind of value that could really get ahead of me. But I'm feeling pretty good about my position. I think I'm a little ahead on board. I've ramped, which is nice. Weftheart is a reasonable value play if they don't present anything I care about. Otherwise, I have good answers in hand. This is Cassia? No, this is Bringer. Sure. 3-1 flyer is pretty good. She's going to blast, presumably Cash Thrasher. Yep, it can't attack or block now. Don't really have a way of solving that problem, except Mask Smith, kind of. Okay, but they don't get to Weave Dispatcher on that. Easily could have been worse. Forest. Okay. I want to save Panic for Cassia herself. Dryad. So, okay, one option, Weftheart. But Weftheart, they have a 3/1 flyer in play. So Weftheart is a little vulnerable right now. I could get... Yeah, and I can't... I could get Magma Flow. Sack Memory, get Magma Flow. And then activate Magma Flow with Tough Nut. That's one option. Weftheart, turn Memory into Magma Flow, kill Tough Nut, use it to kill Bringer of Helots Light. Other option, just run out Thraxes and hit them with it. I think I like getting out Weftheart here. It's more value, it's more tempo. Thraxes. I want to kind of bait out a few more answers before I run out Thraxes. As reasonable that would be on the board. It's better when they're like down to fewer cards in hand, I think. Yeah. I'll have one mana left over. Is that okay? This goes tapped. I think I just have to let that happen. The other yeah, I can spend 5 mana this turn no matter what. Just got to keep getting that value. Go to 4 counters. Crack Memory Token. And then I have Magma Flow, one of my 2 1-mana enchantments, which I will then immediately use to kill your Bringer of Helots Light. And I will not attack because I need blockers to protect Weftheart. And now I got 4 enchantments in hand in Weftheart, so I have a wide library of available plays here. They do have Follow Lanta in their deck. They are actually a board wipe deck. So don't want to bank all of my value in creatures in this matchup. Another reason to be careful with Thraxes. Next turn, very likely to be playing Dry to the Keynote next turn, now that it's online. And also because I really do not want to miss land drops in a value matchup. Want to be general principle of like mid-range value off like this. Want to play a land every turn, want to spend all your mana every turn on relevant plays. And Nessian Woods is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Nessian Woods is now 1 to activate. And they run out Cassia. Give that a K. Presumably this is a -1. Yes, and they make the cat. Okay, this is probably Thraxes here. What it looks like. Igneous, okay. Can I turn Flags on High into anything super useful here? I can turn into Fabricated Anomaly, which you can use to discard a Godbite and hopefully hit a land drop. I could turn into Rebuilding of Londil. How many close am I to Rebuilding of Londil? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? So I do actually have Rebuilding of Londil available if I want it. That's not bad. I do like Rebuilding of Londil, and they're not flush. Thraxes kill Cassie is just like such good value. I think I should do that. And just the question is, what's the other? What do I do if this Flag's on high? Well, I guess I can just search right now. Oh yeah. Turn this flags on high. So yeah, options are rebuilding of Londal, which is going to be on pretty likely, or fabricating anomaly. Hmm. Rebuilding of Londal like getting a land because it gets me a treasure every turn. But fabricating anomaly is just like a really good card. And I have two things I want to discard to it. Yeah, I think it's still fabricating anomaly. Really one of those unknowable decisions. I'm going to discard this, a God Divided. It doesn't do very much right now. Yep. More Bloomer? Okay, not exactly what I was looking for. Thraxes. Do I want to attack with any soldiers and just exile two cards to make it a 2-2? You don't have good blocks on a 2-2. Three blockers. I don't think there's any reason to I want all three blockers. Opponent says "Oh no," which is a normal response to Thraxes, Sire of Dragons. That also, the "Oh no" makes me suspect they might not have a Banishing Light in hand to answer Thraxes with. Missing a land drop sucks, but Thraxes is nice. Thraxes, ooh, not just from hand, so I can flashback Firebolt for 3 mana if I really want to. So yeah, if they don't have an answer to Thraxes as the first spell they cast this turn, they are going to be kind of in it. I guess they could have something like Darisha. That would be annoying. That's like, apart from Darisha, maybe Agnomikos. They need one of their like heavy hitting 5-drops or a Banishing Light. Um, Graceful Finalizer. Oh, that does kill Thraxes. Exile target enchantment. Yep. Yeah. This card's pretty good against me. And they're paying for Weave Dispatcher, which I don't mind. Okay. I still think I'm outvaluing them right now. Although they are doing a good job. Oh, it's going to exile my presumably Fabricated Anomaly here. Yep. Yeah, this card's annoying. Don't like it at all. Okay. They could attack the Weftheart, but it does not seem enormously productive for them. They lose Weave Dispatcher. Yeah. That's not what they're doing. Okay. I'd like to get my land drop, please. Mountain. Excellent. Puzzle box first. Yep. Discard Igneous Visions. Draw. Mountain. Okay. What's my best value play? Dryad, turn it into Rebuilding of Londale. I have, 4 mana left over. Panic, kill Finalizer? Or is it more? No, it's Panic, kill Finalizer. Uh, I guess maybe I want to save Panic. I don't really care about these things that much. Oh yeah, Firebolt, not Panic, I think. Do I Igneous this turn? No, I can Igneous next turn. Wait, no, Firebolt's 5. Not 3 anymore. But I still have enough mana for Firebolt, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, so basically I unmissed my land drop here. Firebolt Finalizer, so it doesn't get blinked anymore. Weftheart turns this into, where is that thing? Rebuilding of Londale. We'll kill them eventually. There's no rush. Nessian, we can kill with Nessian Woods and Panic tokens and 1/1s off Rebuilding of Londal. We just need to keep hitting land drops, keep accumulating value. They could attack down Weftheart here, but I've Wefthearted all the Wefthearts. There's kind of like one good Weftheart card to get in the deck anyways. It's Koyos. So at this point, I can kind of just let them. I don't even think I want to turn into Koyos because this Rebuilding of Londal is doing a great job for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm 2 over on Rebuilding of Londal, so I can trade off 2 soldiers and still have it online. Although if they kill 2 soldiers and Weftheart, that gets me below rebuilding count. So I probably would rather only trade off 1 soldier if they do 3 at Weftheart. They have another land. They seem to be flooded a little. At least they've drawn 7 lands. Aishi's Agent. Yeah, that's probably gonna get panicked. Graveyard. Okay. Don't see any way that could happen. Sweep Dispatcher has done a lot. Maybe I should have killed it instead of this Highland Guide all those turns ago. Highland Guide, thank you. Okay, hopefully you saw it. They do have some ways to buff tokens. They have Futurist Ideal, for instance. So these 1/1s could become dangerous. Gone picking. That's gonna eat what? Weftheart? Londal? Probably Londal. Yep. Not the end of the world. They can attack. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I could chump both to keep Weftheart alive, but that doesn't do much. I just let that happen. If I want more Weftheart, I can always just replay it. 6 mana is not that bad for me. Ooh, Astrosian Gentrifier. That's a nice card to get. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's just Panic plus Gentrifier's discard Mountain? Could also Igneous first. But there's some things I wouldn't like to hit. Are there? I can Tough Nut to play Igneous. So it's kind of free? How good of the play is Panic plus Gentrifiers? A big creature on board, kills Ayeshi's Agent. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make the good play and like save my time. Panic. Okay, sorry. Attach here. Discard, yeah, Mountain at this point. Astrosian Gentrifiers. Sack Forest. Get, at this point, Temple of Abandon, I believe, yeah. Give me that Scry. Shigane Manor Burns. How do I feel about Shigane Manor Burns? Not enormously enthused, honestly. Like, this doesn't do much. Rather it than a land, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5/3. And I'm gonna keep this Morbid Bloomer. Okay. Yeah, they got some stuff going. Yeah, it really depends. Like if those 2 cards in their hand are like big relevant plays that they can keep making, then like I might be in trouble. But like this is probably going to decide by the first person who has a bad turn. We've not neither of us have had any bad turns yet. We've both impacted the board significantly every turn we've had available. How am I winning this game? Thraxes is kind of my only flyer. I think I just need to go bigger. Panic token, hit with like panic token stuff like that. Panic token. Ripple effect. Oh, exile target art of enchantment. Yeah, they have a lot of enchant removal in their deck. That's quite. But that seems to be the only. But they are now out of cards officially. So there's going to be leveling up stack and Viviplex. Even the 5/6 gentrifiers can probably tango with that pretty soon. Root Fossil. Root Fossil is nice. Okay, let's start by casting Igneous Visions and seeing what happens. Land. Okay, not what I quite was looking for. I'll play it. That gets gentrifiers up to 6/3. I will discard this Root Fossil. Draw Stockbroker. Okay. Just like play all my stuff. Play all my stuff. 1, 2, 3. Root Fossil. Transform. Stockbroker. Bloomer. End turn. Okay. Well, let's see. Their last turn was a little weak. My last turn was a little weak. Are they going to blink first? I think it's Plains was the draw. Okay, so I think they blink first because they play Cassia here. Oh, Cassia -3. I forgot about Cassia -3. Cassia -3 is actually going to be a problem. Yeah, that's a thing in this matchup. Ooh, I did not think about Cassia -3. Yeah, that's actually a big problem. Okay. Ooh, I may have not thought all of this through all the way. Yeah, they still only have one good attack. Thing is, like, if I kill Cassia, they can still replay Cassia for 8 mana next turn. Um, and do it again. Problem. Okay. So I can Morbid Bloomer to get back any of these cards in my graveyard. They don't do much. I don't really have sweepers on my end. The ground is still pretty stalled out, even with one set of +1/+1 counters, but the second counter will be a problem. I can trade Morbid Bloomer for any of the cards in my graveyard, but like none of them really do much. I think I can just cycle this Meandering Path. Okay. Like, did killing Cassia do anything? It kinda does something. 1, 2. And I can do it, right? No, I'm one short. No, I am. No, I'm not one short. I Stockbroker. Attack with Bloomer, pay to get back Magma Flow. It's 1 to get back Magma Flow, 1 to play Magma Flow, 1 to crack Magma Flow, and I still have 5 left over for Evaviva. That's gotta be what it is, yeah. Okay. Play Magma Flow. Crack Magma Flow. Play Eviviva. Eviviva is large. Undeniably. I'm not out of it just yet, but it's slipping away from me here. And I'm actually not drawing into that much, is the problem. How am I going to kill them? I'm probably going to, if I kill them, it's probably have to do with, like, terminal impact for, like, your entire life total. That's the kind of thing I need to do. I have a lot of mana. I can terminal impact for a lot, and then I can hopefully get it back somehow and then terminal impact for a lot again. Let's see. I still have access. I still have Koyos, although it's going to be pressured by Blue Bird. Okay, Koyos has infinite loyalty. It'll be fine. Koyos. This Nessian Woods is a relevant card. What are my other relevant cards? No, this is just Cassie again. Yep. Oh, Warden of Tremors. That's what I need to find. Yeah, Warden of Tremors can draw me enough cards that I can do kind of whatever I want. Of course, I'm also kind of assuming they don't draw anything super relevant. Yep, their creatures are all enormous. I'd also like to find a way to kill Cassia so they can't do this again next turn with the Wander. Big draw, big draw. Terminal impact. I didn't exactly want it, like, right now is the problem. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. So I'm pretty far from killing them with terminal impact. I could use it to pick off any one threat, probably stack and Viviplex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this Weftheart? Just first -1 makes a subroutine? I could also terminal impact Cassia for 2. I think I might need to do that. Oh boy. Yeah, I think that's the play, unfortunately. Yeah, I think my opponent outplayed me here. Terminal impact Cassia. Yeah, now she costs 10, so she's a little ways away. The ground is extremely locked up, and I'm dying to this bird. Okay. I can still get back in this if I draw Koyos or Warden of Tremors, and they don't draw anything super relevant. Which they do have cards in their deck that aren't super relevant anymore. This is going to be a long match. Okay, we're learning lessons from this game. I'm also closer to decking, which is like not a 0% chance to happen. Truth Seeker? Okay, it's not super relevant. I mean, I guess it surveils one. And they get I should have killed that dispatcher is one thing I'm thinking. I didn't realize how long this game was likely to go. Killing that dispatcher would have been a huge difference. Like, who cares about the Highland Guide? Being a contest coordinator, they gain a life. Contest coordinator doesn't mostly gets planes in their deck, which it's quite good at. Oh god. I guess I don't have anything great to blink on their side, but I can start exiling my things. If I don't draw anything if I don't get anything good going next turn, I'm probably gonna have to scoop it up. This is getting out of hand. Oh, they can pay for Conviviplex. Okay. Lessons for next game. Care about the air game. Protect your value pieces. Sorry if you're hearing some noise. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They're keeping. I mean, the deadline is in like 2 hours. I hope it doesn't go that long. Okay, they're gonna mill. Boy. Yep. Just don't slow play. We got 2 more games of this possibly. So. Oh, Apiarist. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and they get another alarm token. Attacking. Okay, let's go look for some relevant plays to make. A journey begins. Not bad. Save. For mountain. Okay. No 300 chance. Okay. Cast journey begins. There's Koyos. Koyos and Koyos and 4 land, but that's Arden Rise. I can grab that. That's at least a thing I can play. Okay, I think I survive another turn. I could have discarded this to Puzzle Box, but at this point, I think I play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I kill Weave Dispatcher. Right? Or are they going to be able to Plex? No, I killed a bird. Play mountain. Play Weftheart again. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't keep that mountain because of how it works. Sad to put Koios on the bottom, but it had to be done. They can make Nilvander into a 3/3 double strike's annoying. I guess I have to chump it in that case. Okay, how do I win this game? I think it's Warden of Tremors. If I can find Warden of Tremors and land on my next two, or the top two cards of my deck, or I was going to throw a Reborn Lily if I need more lands. Then I can play Warden of Tremors and like play a ton of stuff. Not limited to Abominable Avalanche to kill their guys. Probably find Koios at that point to kill more things. Maybe Masksmith picks off Gone Pick and gets me back my rebuilding of Londol. Trouble is, like, the big value pieces I need to win the game, they're not even in the graveyard. They're in exile. Thraxes, Panic, Iviviva. Not that I think I have an enormous amount of ways of getting them back from the graveyard. Yeah, with Moria Bloomer dead, I don't think I do. It's a complicated board state, that's for sure. Well, in some ways it's complicated, in some ways it's quite simple. How close are they to just, like, attack for lethal? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So getting for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now. Oh, Duval Wanderer, 8. Yeah, I'd say I'd give myself one more turn. Next turn, if I don't draw it next turn, I'll probably scoop it up just for the sake of time. It looks like they might be going for a big attack this turn, which could actually be not bad for me. Oh, it's a 7. No, it's not. It's a 6. That's a 7, 8. Yeah, I think this entire game came down to me not killing Weave Dispatcher. Okay, they're attacking of everything. Okay, I'll not take too long on this. Animate this. Block here. What do like my value blocks look like? Take 4, 5, 4, 10, 14. So I think I need to block slightly better. Yeah. That's 1, 2, 6, and 6 is 12. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. Okay. This dies, this dies. And I lose gentrifiers. They lose a bunch of citizens. 3 citizens. Okay, this turn, I may have a chance if I draw something. Honestly, still kind of unlikely. But I should at least see what happens. Okay. Oh, what is this? Onomastic. What are they naming of Onomastic? Is it Warden of Tremors? That'd be a real heads-up play if it was Warden of Tremors. It's probably going to be Weftheart. It is Weftheart. Okay, I have it out. Countermeasure's not enough. Oh, I could have discarded. Whatever, I didn't have the land anyways. I could have discarded with Puzzle Box. Whatever, I think I was dead even if I found Warden that turn. Okay, lesson learned. Gotta play for the long-term value in this matchup. The ground's gonna get locked up. No, I can't keep this. Only 2 mountains, my only lands. Getting mana screwed will be a death sentence in this matchup. Oh god, 1 land? Even with Harvest Time. Well, I guess I have turn 1 mountain for map. Turn 2, use map to cast Harvest Time. That finds me a land. I play a land. And then turn 3, I can play Dryad. I think I have to mull to 6. I just need a more efficient hand than this. Magma Flow, Firebolt, Terminal Impact aren't that relevant. There's a bunch of lands. Guess what I asked for. Keep 6, put back. Mountain. Mountain? Forest? Mountain. And I could Harvest Time this turn, or I could Nessian Woods. Harvest Time is better. Okay. Now, the good thing about, like, big value matchup is that early game matters a lot less. Warden Tremors, that's certainly a card I want to see at some point. Turn 2 is just play Nessian Woods, I guess. I really don't want to play Igneous. Yeah, not the start I was looking for. I don't think I wanted to go to 5. I don't think I could keep Iron Sixes. Okay, I'm going to Terminal Impact that, almost certainly. Good to get rid of that. Okay, and Spike Main. Yeah, makes sense. Spike Main, and turn. Well, I have a game plan this game. I want to cast Warden of Tremors. That's my most likely path to victory in this game, is cast Warden of Tremors. Download Courier. Okay, this one I'm less afraid of. Uh, yeah. Can't even attack through Spike Main Line. Sunsoaker. Two options. One, cast Igneous Vision, see what happens. Turn option two, cast Weftheart. I think I want to get Weftheart value started. It doesn't look like I can pressure it right now. If my plan is to get to Warden of Tremors, hitting lands is important. Igneous Vision is stronger next turn than this turn. All good reasons. I would love like an enchantment at some point, but yeah, I guess I want to save next turn. Best maximize chance of hitting a land. Give me Cassia. If nothing else, I can turn this save into Magma Flow. Use that to kill Cassia. That's probably my my game plan here. Yep, they get the bird. The birds are somewhat annoying. Draw. Menelaya. Program. Forest. That's kind of exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, oh, it's on 4. That's annoying. Right, so Magma Flow doesn't kill it. 5 mana this turn. Nethian Woods is what, 2 to activate? I play Sunsoaker becomes 1 to Sunsoaker or Menelaya becomes 1 to activate. Tough turn. Okay, option 1, cast Igneous Visions. That's the option if I don't like any of my current plays. Option 2, play Sunsoaker, Menelaya, and toss Magma Flow at Cassia. That gets me Warden of Tremors next turn, and hopefully I find a land somehow. Menelaya puts counters on Spikebane, probably. Then I can attack Cassia, force a chump. Oh, then they attack me back with Download Courier. So I bump Sunsoaker, so it's a 2-3. Yeah. Okay. Good enough plan. Gotta save mental energy. Attack Cassia, presumably they chump with Citizen. Yep. I just gotta play fast. Grab Magma Flow. Chuck it at Cassia. So they can wander Cassia, but then that spends their whole turn, and they can't also do anything else productive on that. Like, I don't want them to be able to -2 Cassia and then play a Banishing Blade or something. That's what I'm afraid of. Like Sunsoaker, Spikeline Line is a neat little beatdown crew. It's doing some work here. Macros Decree. Sure. It's going to gain them a lot of life, this game. And Bringer. Yep. Both quite annoying. Oh yeah, that is how that works. That's going to kill Weftheart. Oh boy, this is going poorly. Yeah, my awkward draw is coming back to bite me here. Okay, and they're just making a bird. Okay. That actually not... That means they don't have, like, huge Cassia combos in hand, which is something I'm grateful for. Urban Jungle. So I can play Warden here, but I want to play it with a land. Wait, no, I can play Warden off Sunsoaker. I gotta do that, yeah. I don't have anything to defend. Warden of Tremors. Let's go. Shocking Urban Jungle. Survey says. Rebuilding of Londal. Root Fossil. And a mountain. Play Mountain. Survey says. Dry to the Keen-Eyed. Panic. And a mountain. Play Mountain. Survey says. Forest. Temple of Origins, another land. Viva. Okay, I really hope this Warden doesn't die. I got a lot of good stuff under here. Rebuilding of Londal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I got Rebuilding of Londal mana. Yeah, that's the most important thing I can do with the 3 mana I have available. Really hoping this survives until next turn. Really, really, really hoping. It is a thing that could theoretically happen. They did... I guess they probably would have used Bringer over another removal spell if they had it for Spike Main Line. This thing got trample or anything? No, I sure don't. Okay, they're not like immediately casting Gone Pickin', which is nice. Okay, they're now going to attack me for 5. That's okay. This is Fall of Valantin? Oh, this might be Fall of Valantin. Which they would do right now. No, it's not Fall of Valantin. It costs 5. It's the... Oh, no, it's the Dutiful Wanderer. Yeah, that's probably GG. Three, 4, 5, 6. That Rebuilding of Londal, I guess. Yeah, and like 2 of the best things I could have... I guess I can still hit Koyos, but Viva is now exiled. Yeah, I don't regret the play. I had to do it. Igneous from hand says Stockbroker. Okay. Igneous from graveyard says map. I guess I play them. I guess I can start using Stockbroker to put a lot of counters on the creatures I make off Rebuilding of Londal. That is my current game plan. I don't have enough amount of time to execute that game plan with 5 points of flyers attacking me. And potential for more. At minimum, they can Cassia -3. Oh, I should have attacked there. What was I thinking? I didn't attack with, I guess, Menelea? Okay. Well, yeah. That's going to be GG, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to be GG. You have 9 9 9s? I can't beat 9 9 9s. Wow. I went big. My opponent went bigger. That's all there is to say. Unfortunate. Losing doesn't happen to me very often. Yeah, wow. Did not expect that from that deck. I think game one came down entirely to me not killing Weave Dispatcher. If I Firebolt Weave Dispatcher, the game goes a completely different direction. I might even win. Probably not. They still had answers to all my threats. That doesn't change. I still don't think the ground gets unclogged fast enough. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Long video. I've made rambling a little, but going to be an interesting tournament. That's for sure.